Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello. Ms. PJB Stampa. Hello, hello. A shock? What? No shockings here. Lisa, how are you doing? Crystal's Creations, Wyckoff, hello, hello. And Marit, hello. She is lurking today, but don't be sad. Maybe she'll join us next time. What are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I'm fabulous. Even though I just kinda woke up. I've been in my craft room for like an hour trying to tidy up because it was a hot mess. And I discovered something that made me absolutely sad. Wait till you guys see what I did. And learn from my mistake. You guys, my craft room gets hot. If I'm not up here with the AC running, it can be 100 and some degrees in the craft room. I ruined my stamp because I had said a couple things on it and then it got hot. And so it got a little ruined. So I'm not sure how my stamp is going to stamp. But make sure you don't put things on your stamps. And then if it's hot in your craft room, make sure it's not anywhere around anything any hotter. And since it was on this side of the craft room, it got really hot. It gets really hot over here. I don't know why. But yeah. So it caused a lot of bubbling, and whatever sat on it kind of made some impressions and stuff. So just know that your red rubber, even though they're pretty resilient, if they get too hot, they're going to do some weird things. And that's what mine did. Mine has done some weird things because it got too hot. Only half of it though, because I didn't put it all away. These two pieces were somewhere else, and this piece was sitting over there with something on it. I don't even know what was on it, but you can tell it was something because it left a hard line through there. And it bubbled. It's like everything that was underneath bubbled, and what was sticking out is fine. So store your red rubber stamps in a not so hot spot, or else you're gonna have an issue like I did. You guys, I'm so sad. But anyways, we're still gonna use it because most of it's still good. I'm sure it'll stamp just fine. We're gonna find out. You guys, this background is the new saltwater background. It's a 3-piece. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. But yeah. So look at it. Isn't it pretty? But you don't have to use it as water. You totally could use it like water. I did in this one. It's in the background. It says watery, and it's I sprayed it, and so it got really watercolory. Or you can turn it on its side and make some seaweed. Simon is here. Well, hello, friend. Don't look. Don't look. I ruined my stamp. I'm so sad. Yeah, photopolymer, heat, sun. See, I have all my photopolymers in drawers and things, but this guy, he was sitting by the window. The windows, I mean, there's curtains 24/7 on the window, but it gets hot over here. And you guys don't. But yes, you can turn your salt water into seaweed. And yeah, it's fabulous. Then we also got under the sea. Look at all of these, like the little fishies. I mean, look at that little fish. That's that fish right there. And you can get coordinating dies. The dies are manufactured by Spellbinders. So you know they're good. And then our little crab. Look at his little crabbiness. And then 2 new stencils. The stencils, you guys, if you have older Simon Hurley stencils, we have to be careful with the sticky mats because it pulls the coating. These 2 new ones are made of some new material, so you're not You're not going to have to worry about what side you use. It's not going to peel up. I know. This one here, the little fishies one, is Fish Frenzy. Fish Frenzy. And I used it on a Moret. No. On a Moret. You. No. But thank you. Stop it. Stop it. She just wants to be number one. I know this. And then this one, you guys, I misspoke a couple of times and called it Bubbles. It's Bubbly. Bubbly. Not to be confused with Bubbly, but it's Bubbly. So I'll have to remember that. It's not just Bubbles, it's Bubbly. Bubbly. It's bubbly. Like me. I know. You guys, behave yourselves. Jana is sending all the crafty hugs to Simon Hurley. I know. Simon, we're in mourning for the death of the stamp section. Right? I want to do something, but I'm not 100% sure what, because I never am I? Oh, you guys, we also have the Simon Hurley watercolor cardstock, and I've been playing with it. I've been playing with it with actual watercolors. I actually don't have the piece I played with actual watercolors because I melted off in a card. But I tell you what, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, this is really nice watercolor paper. Re-inkers, you can use re-inkers like watercolors. They're not watercolors, but you can get them to do watercolory things. But if you have watercolors, this is nice because I hosed it down. And I added a lot of water to get the watercoloring and stuff to go. And yeah, it didn't do the buckling. It didn't do this. This is a sheet of watercolor paper by another company, which I use it all the time. You guys, I don't worry too much about the buckling. It happens because you can always maneuver it, right? But I did this, and then I did something similar on his paper, and it didn't buckle. It didn't buckle. You should... Where was that? Where was I? Where was I when I did that? Was I on TikTok? I was on TikTok. Oh, wait, no. I do have those. Oh, I do. Or no. Did we use that? Oh, I don't know. No, never mind. That was the other stuff, and it buckled too. So I thought I did it for another project, but no, I was saving it. We're going to do it today, though. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all the goods. So I've got a piece of the new Simon Hurley smooth watercolor cardstock. Okay, it does still have a bit of a texture. It's kind of like a gentle orange peel, not as bumpity, but one side is a little bit smoother, which would be good for stamping, and the other side has that little bit of texture, which we like for watercoloring. And I'm going to show you. So let's chop this down a little bit, and we're gonna show you all the goodness. We're gonna do, I don't even know what size this is. We're gonna do 4. I need to clean my cutter by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. And it's really thick. It's like, oh, I forgot to write down what thickness. It's like one something, 110, 120. I don't know. It's thick, you guys. So we got our cardstock, watercolor cardstock. We got some water. And we are going to take, what are we going to do? Ooh, let's do, because I did put in the description, Ranger and Simon Hurley, which You can go to Ranger and find all the goods. You can find the new solar sprays, like Pity Potty. You can get the watercolor pencils. I keep calling these crayons, but I actually called them right today, so that's always a plus. Jana is number 1. Do the points accumulate from all the videos? I think it's a video by video thing, and thank you, Mr. Simon. It's 110. The paper is 110. Let me write that down because I will forget. 110 pound. All right. We got that on there. We are going to do a fishy theme, but we want to get some of the colors in there. I want to do, what do I want to do? We need the blues and maybe some greens. Maybe this lovely seafoamy green. This one is cracked pistachio. You guys tell I don't use, come on, get the color in there. Come on. Hold on a sec. Let me sharpen this and get the, sometimes they have a coating, like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you kind of sharpen them a little, get that outer stuff off, or not. Come on. You know you want a color on there. There you go. There you go. Get a little paintbrush. Oh. Where's my jug of water, you guys? I know I filled it. Oops, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Myself up to sabotage. I sabotaged myself. I sabotaged. So, if you're going to use the pencils, you're going to want to put the color down first, not the water. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's get our little chopping station here. Oh my goodness, you guys, sometimes I wonder about me. We're going to go down to 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to save the little bits. I'm going to let that other piece dry. I'll do something else with it later. Okay. Dry piece, then our pencils. So I'm going to put in some of this, see, oh, there we go. We got some color going, you guys. Sometimes you just got to remember what the heckin' you're doing, right? So I'm going to get some of this pencil-y goodness on there. That's that cracked pistachio. And then we're going to go with maybe tumbled glass. And we're going to take a little bit of that up in there. And then we're going to come down. And we're going to come into this one. What is this one? Salvaged patina. A little bit of ups. Right off the paper. Just get it on there. And then some of this, what is this one? Peacock feathers? Sure. Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Because we want some color in the background, right? So then we're going to take our water brush. What the heckin'? I know. There's hope for me, even if I can't see them on my iPad. I know. I don't know why they're being skimpy with it on the iPad. Like, hopefully they'll catch up soon. And then I'm gonna just blend out, oh, it's so pretty. Blend out those, oh, look. You guys, look at how soft and delicate that turned out. Oh, that's so nice. I'll probably put another layer of color on, because even though it's nice and soft, I do want it a little bit more. And it's taken the pencil-y marks out of there. You see right here, we've got those pencil-y marks, and then they just disappear. That's nice blending. That's nice. We're just gonna brush those out of there off the side. And then I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm gonna put another layer of color on. We're gonna do the same, but see this? I added quite a bit of water to get that to blend, and it's just a little tiny buckle. And then when we dry it, it'll flatten out even more. It'll be fabulous. It's like we didn't even buckle it all. Look it, it's flattening out. And then we're gonna flip it over. When it starts rolling one way, you just flip it over and keep it going. Look at that. Oh, that's such a pretty, oh, it's so pretty. But we want it a little bit darker. So we're gonna get our cracked pistachio, and we're gonna go over the top again. And I'm gonna put a little bit of extra color on, and see if we can't get it to darken up. And then we're gonna go through the blues again. I don't know what we used. Tumbled glass. We used that one. And then I think we used this one. Salvage patina. That one sounds about right. Come on, get on there. And then we did peacock feathers. See, I actually did remember what we did. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to take that up just a little bit. Right off the page. And then we're going to do the same thing with our water. We're going to dip, shakety shake. Yes, look at that. Simon, thanks you guys for sharing the links. If you guys don't follow Simon Hurley on Instagram, you may want to consider, because he does do sneak peeks. If you guys were following him before release date, you would have seen that he posted, I think, a story where he had class. He had a class using the new goods. And so we got to see a sneak peek of his new goods in that. Oh, see? Oh, we just upped the game. Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now, just like any other watercolor paper, you can overwork it, okay? When you overwork watercolor paper, what happens is it pills. P-I-L-L-S. Pills? Yeah, I don't know. But it pills. And what happens is it starts to shred a little, and that's because you've added more water than it can hold, stuff like that. You've irritated the surface. So you just got to be kind of mindful of that. That's what happened on my other piece, because I was I was doing things backwards. I was doing things backwards and it didn't know what I was doing. But look it, you guys, there is just a tiny little buckle in this. Now, if I'd have added this much water to my other paper, we'd have had all sorts of buckling going on. Cheryl Jackson, thank you for, yes, pills like a bad Christmas sweater, right? Same thing, just like the sweaters and stuff, those little fuzz balls. You create that by overworking your watercolor paper on any brand. Any brand. Even the high-end Espenso stuff. Ask me how I know. I'm not an expert. I just know things. I know some things. And another thing I know is if your paper, you're heating it with your heat tool, and you're like, wow, I've got heat on it, but it's still kind of cold. That means there is still water trapped in there. When you're heating it with your heat tool and it's nice and room temperature, then we've evaporated all the water. But if you're feeling around and you're like, oh, that area's a little bit cold, that area is a little bit cold, it's because it's got water in it. Okay, but look at that. And just like all, you can flex it, you can tell it to behave and lay down flat. Okay. Ugh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's so nice. You could totally stamp some fishies in there and everything, but we're not gonna. We're gonna get our salt water and see how much damage I did to my stamp. No, we're not. We're gonna take this bigger chunk and I'm gonna stamp it right there, I think. Right over that. We're gonna stamp that there. And then we're gonna do, is that what I want? I feel like that's what I want. I don't know what I want. I want to put that there. Yeah. See what happened? I don't know. You guys, it's so weird. It was flat. Ugh. I'm so sad I ruined my stamp. But we're going to stamp it anyways. Keep it out of the heat, you guys. Keep it out of the heat. Keep it away from the hot spots in your craft room. And store them flat. We need our stamping wheel. My stamping wheel. There's the top half. There's the bottom half. There's all that stuff. Pick that up. We're going to put this in here. Put that right there. And then I want this kind of up. And I want this kind of down. I just want a bigger gap between the two. I think, hopefully. And I'm gonna press really hard because, like I said, I've done messed up my stamp. It makes me so sad. We're gonna get some High Tide and some Tropical Tango because those are similar to the colors that we've already used. High Tide is a nice foam, so we're gonna tap that on there. And a little bit into that one. There's some High Tide, and then we're gonna go with some Tropical Tango in the bottom, which is a felt, and it applies a little bit differently, but we're gonna make our own little color right there in that transition, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, woo, almost forgot. Let's spray it. Let's spray it, but we're not gonna spray it. We're not going to spray it with water. We're going to spray it with why are you in the wrong spot? You belong over there. We're going to spray it with the deep end. The new solar spray. You guys, I was blessed to be on the Simon Hurley design team. So the 6 solar sprays, the stamp that I ruined. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry about this all for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna spray that mica-D spray right on there and see what happens. We're gonna flip, we're gonna lock our base, and then we're gonna press. These were given free of charge for my honest opinion and some crafty goodness. And honestly, I can say it's crafty goodness. Crafty goodness. Okay, so I'm going to press a little bit harder because, like I said, this one's a little bubbly. Bubbly! Oh, that's so nice. See, it's still stamped okay. It's still stamped okay. You can kind of see where the errors, but because we kind of already going for this kind of grungy look, we're okay. We're okay. And then it's got a little bit of mica in there. Just a little bit. And it's literally right where we stamped and not like all over the card. I don't know if I'll do that technique again, but it's there. I mean, it's shiny. I like it. It's okay though. Yeah, it's shiny. It's shiny. You just have to get it in the right light. Especially, I probably should have used a different color. Like, like Twin Flame. Can we do that? I'm going to spray some Twin Flame on here and see if we can't get it into that. We're going to, again, lock it into place and just press it. I bet you Twin Flame would show up a little bit better. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's sparkly. It's shiny, you guys. Yeah. It's just really cool because it only puts the mica on the stamped area. Let's dry that. Let's dry that. What am I looking for? I need to move that. And then we're going to do our heat tool. Oh, that's nice. It's really nice in there. I hope you guys... Oh, can we get some sparkle going on? Doesn't want to show, but you can tell because it's kind of shiny, right? Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at how shiny it is. But it's only shiny where the stamp is. So we might do that again. We just have to remember to use a color that would stand out against the other bits. I like that. So nice. And then we're going to get some texture on here. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh, I wish you guys could see that up close. We're going to do some textury bits because it's this lovely watercolor paper. It's 110 pound, the new smooth watercolor cardstock by Simon Hurley. Where's my fishies? Fish Frenzy! We're going to pull out our Fish Frenzy. That's saltwater. It is Fish Frenzy, right? You guys, I don't know all the names yet. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Yes, Fish Frenzy. Fish Frenzy. Okay. We're going to take Fish Frenzy and we're going to put some of these fishies in some texture paste. I'm kind of thinking in the middle where I have that void might be a nice place to put the small guys. Put those in there and then let me move that so it doesn't get ruined. We're going to put... Let me clean because I need this. I need this. We're going to just clean this up. Anna Moret is number 1. I can find out for you guys. Delise! Hello, hello. Is it broke? Oh no, that was weird. It wouldn't even let me do the thingy. Yeah, it's got Anna Moret, Jana, and Cheryl. I wonder, I'm going to have to read up on that. It says it resets every stream, so you can always try again. But what Anna Moret got a lot of experience points. I don't even know. Usually it shows me like, no, get off there. Usually it shows me like the top 10 people, but it's only showing me the top 3 people today. So I don't know. I don't know. Anybody on the top 3 using an Apple? Yeah, that is bizarre. It's misbehaving today. Anna Moret cheats. She does. She spoils me. Yeah, super chats. It's based on send live chat messages, send super chats, and super stickers. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, Jana, you're number 2, so it is counting people using Apple things, I guess. I don't know. It's new, so there are probably going to be some bugs they need to work out. Get some of that mica out of there. But I'm not worried about it. Now we're going to have a shiny, pretty shiny stamp. We're going to do that. We're going to clean that off. We're going to clean this off. It's filthy, you guys. You want to be number 3? Yeah, I don't know. Just send some chats. I don't know how their point system works. Because like yesterday, some of the top 10, I was kind of wondering because some of them didn't talk or chat as much as some of the others. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. Like, it's weird. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay, I need the standpoint. Yeah, right? Like you've been chatting quite a bit. And if we go back and count, I think you put more chats in than Ms. Crystal. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, I think. So, I don't know. And I don't know as a creator where I can go to see any more information. And I don't know. It's weird. Okay, that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then we're going to get our fishies. We're going to make our fishy. We're going to stay in the same color family. We're going to stay in that tealy, bluey, greeny. And we're going to pull out some Tropical Tango. Tropical Tango. You guys, my Tropical Tango. It's a little crusty. You guys, use it or lose it. And mine. Okay, this is a good example. If you're not using it fast enough, it is gonna harden up. You see that? That is not how it's supposed to look. However, I'm gonna add a little bit of water and get this moving around a little bit. And then I'm going to spray water right in here, just like that. And I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm not going to stir it or anything. I'm going to put the lid back on. I've done this before. It doesn't make it perfect, like 100% brand new, but it will reactivate it enough that you can use it for another project. Again, it is like 100 degrees in my craft room, so I need to be more vigilant on my stuff, you guys. But look at that. It's got some bumpies in it because, well, it was dang near crusty, dang near throw it outies, right? Because it was extra crusty. But look, we're gonna work it. It's gonna take a bit, but you can work it. This spatula is not doing it for me though. We need one that doesn't flex as much. There we go. It's like making watercolors. Look at that. Just added some water to that. Look at that. Can't do that with other texture pastes. I know, I've tried. I can't say that for all texture pastes, but for the Simon Hurley stuff, look at that. Oh yes, we did. I just brought a dry, crusty tropical tango back to life. It takes some work, you guys. It takes some work. I had to work it, but I brought it back. And then once you get it in your stencil the way you want it, you want to make sure you're going to pull your stencil in one fell swoop. You want to make sure that your paper's not going to move, which I know it is. I'm trying to make sure my thumb's clean. So I'm going to hold my paper, and then I'm going to pull my stencil so it doesn't fall back on itself. Look at that. Haven't chatted at all. Maybe it's a Crystal's Creations Wyckoff is number 3. Jana is number 2 or number 1. But yeah, so see that? And then we got our lunar paste to look like it's supposed to because we worked it. So if you find that you open one and it's a little bit thick and crusty, I'm going to spray a little bit more water in there. Spray some water in there. Don't mess with it. Just put the lid on it. And then tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing. Or later today, I'm going to add some more water and then I'm going to stir it up. Okay. You cannot revive it if it's rock solid, okay? You can't revive it if it's rock solid. But you can revive it if it's got a little bit of squishability, okay? If it's got some squishiness going on, you can revive it. If you don't work it forever and a day, it's not going to be extra smooth. Like, I had to work that little bit a lot to get it this smooth, right? But you can get it to make, like, chunky, weird, and it'll be fine. It'll just have extra texture in the texture paste. To stop it from getting crusty like that, you're going to want to take a piece of cellophane or press and seal and shove it down into the container. Shove it down in there and push the air out. Air is what dries it out, right? Air is thy enemy. So you want to make sure that you push all the air out with your cellophane. Because if you don't push the air out and you just put cellophane across the top, it's just like putting a lid on. It ain't gonna do nothing. And then I've got a crusty towel. Okay. I've got to go through all of my jars. Because during the winter, it doesn't matter. In the winter, it's cold and they're just fine. But in the summer, you got to make sure they're airtight. So I've got to go through all of my jars and shove some stuff in there. Delise. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Delise is really number 2. Look at that, Stamper Girl. I don't know. Maybe it tracks it every so often. I don't know. I'll have to see if we can find a video, but look at that. And then we're going to put a little fishy on there. Or a thing. You guys, I made a Christmas octopus, if you guys didn't know. This is Anna Moret's card. She won this. I made it on Debbie J's channel. And I made the net. And but the fish is stuck in the net. He's supposed to come out and you're supposed to get him back in the net. But, you know, things happen. It got stuck. He got stuck. Where's my fish at? Okay. I haven't done Squiddy yet. Maybe we could do Squiddy like he's ready to go have some lunch. And then your incredible. I know. We could put a sentiment on there, you guys. Okay, we're gonna use Mr. Squid. And then your incredible. Right? Wait, do squid squirt the inkies too? I don't know, but today he is. I think I'll put that down there. I think I'll stamp it and flag it though. And then we're gonna stamp and die cut this guy. But see, our new stencil material, you can put it down on either side and it's not gonna peel your coating off. It's nice. Okay. Okay, we need a chunk of white. Let's see if we have any white we can use. Thought I had a piece of, oh, there's a piece, that's a piece of watercolor. We'll use that. That might not be enough room to do that. Well, it might be enough room to do that though. To flag that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This is the 110-pound watercolor paper. We're gonna stamp it. We're gonna stamp it because we can do whatever we want. Okay, put the dot at the top, lock it into place, click it down, pick it up. Daniel, hello. How are you doing? Wait. Did I say that wrong? Dan. Oh my gosh. I feel like that is not how it's. Is it Daniel or Danielle? It's a girl name. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At least Squiddy has eyes. Squid do ink. Yeah! Squid squirt the ink. Squirtums. Ink squirtums. Okay, so we're gonna stamp this one in our Black Widow. And we're gonna be careful because it's foam. And me and the foam, we're still trying to work together. Me and the foam, we have some issues sometimes. But it's good. And then I'm just going to stamp that first and then take that off so I can stamp the squid. Black Widow, Black Widow. Oh, that's nice. But we need to stamp it again because this is watercolor paper. It does have some texture. Oh, the new high tide. The new high tide is beautiful, right? I almost set that down on top of you guys. That would have been a catastrophe. I almost set the ink down on my thing. She won them? Oh, that's awesome. So jelly. Where did she win them from? Oh, see, look at that. A few little stamps. And, you know, it's kind of neat because it's not full and then it gets full. And it's almost like a fade. I like it. I'm going to leave that. That one's done. Ooh, I like it. That one's done. So we're going to clean that little stamp. And we're going to put that one away. The Black Widow, out of all of the Simon Hurley inks, Black Widow is the only one that stains. I don't know why. I'm sure if you used other cleaner, I don't. I just use water. But it does leave a stain. But we don't worry about that because it still works. Okay, so now we're going to do this guy. And we're going to do... I don't know what color to do him. I don't know what color... Brina. Nice. A hop for 2K from Brina. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Let's do Over the Moon and a little bit of Guppy. Yeah, Over the Moon with a little bit of Guppy. I'm going to get my tiny brush. You're not the tiny brush. You're the tiny brush. We're going to get a tiny brush. There's Over the Moon. I'm going to do that one again. felt stamps a little bit differently than the foam. That's why we got to do it a couple of times sometimes. Okay, something's going on. I missed his Tootsie. This one right there. Okay. And then we're going to do a little bit of guppy. We're going to do a little bit of guppy. Right, I'm just going to kind of brush it up right there. And then we're going to kind of brush it at the leggies. And then maybe down one side. Like actually shadowing something, right? I don't know. This may look dumb. We may have to just restamp, but we're going to see what this does. So you can kind of see, we just put a little bit of guppy in there for the shadow, and we're going to lock it, and we're going to place it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, we need another round, though. We need another round. We're going to go down the side. And then we're going to do the pull up like I did the last time. And then we're going to go down this side. And we're going to go like where the little leggies meet. Where the little leggies meet. Flip. Make sure our dot's at the top. Make sure we lock it in place. And then we press. Press. These little guys are great. I just have a set for each color family because they're so small. Look at our little squid. Isn't he cute? With his little over the moon and guppy combo. He's nice. He's nice. Stop it! One post and he's number 2? What? Is he? I don't know. I don't know how they do this. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Look at that. So let's get these die cut because, yes, being on the design team, I was blessed with the dies. When I shop, usually, you guys, I don't buy the dies. I don't mind fussy cutting. And most of the designs are so easy. So easy. We just fussy cut. I don't mind. But we have dies, which I love because they make short work of things, right? And then we did put our stamp back. We're going to put that over there so it doesn't get mangled. Because, like I said, I don't know what happened, but I ruined my stamp. Oh, there's my dies. I found my dies. Don't panic. They're right here. They're stuck to the magnet. They're stuck to the magnet. Okay. And there's the squid. So we're going to set that on there and die cut him, and then we'll fussy cut that. We might have to make some shell paper. I might do that on a little short video. Just take the stamps for the shells and make some shell paper. That might be fun. Oh my gosh. Get back in there. Yeah, I ruined a stamp. Brand new stamp, and I ruined it. It gets really hot in my craft room, and I didn't put it away, and so it got left over by the windows where it gets extra hot, and it bubbled and warped whatever was sitting on top of it probably conducted more heat, and it bubbled it and it warped it. I mean, it still stamps. I mean, we stamped it. It's not 100% perfect, but I mean, it stamped it still. But yeah, it makes me sad. It makes me really sad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna tear up now because, you know, you got some set of letters that says, we're gonna panic and obsess over this one thing. That's me right now, obsessing over that. You guys, you have no idea. Yeah, it's got a little bit of extra texture in there. Unwanted texture, but it is what it is. It's a lesson, you guys. Make sure you put your stamps away, especially if your area gets hot. And that's what happened, is it got hot, and whatever was on it or whatever increased the heat or did something, I don't know. But it was like, we're gonna muck it up. Because my others, they're stacked on each other, so they're nice and flat all the time. Thank you, Jana. Pull the rubber and then let it cool in the microwave. I don't know. Oh, it will. You think that would? Well, if I can get my microwave working. She got hot and couldn't contain herself. I know, right? Oh my gosh. I will give that, because it got all bubbly and everything. Like, it did some crazy stuff. I don't even know. Okay, let me cut this, because I'm like taking up all your guys' time, which I don't mind. You know, I like having you guys around. The Spellbinders dies, the people that do the outline, they do a really good job. I like Spellbinder dies. Did that happen to you today? Did you get hot and you couldn't contain yourself? And look, it even cuts the little guy in the middle. How lovely is that? This is the 110 watercolor paper. So that affects how the ink and stuff is. And I'm off a little bit on that side, but we don't care. We don't care. And then I'll fussy cut that. We're going to get that. I'm going to have to clean my desk. I am going to spray this guy. Let's spray him with the Neptune. Because we learned from the last one. Don't spray it with the stuff that matches. Spray it with something else. Or Pity Party. Let's spray it with Pity Party. Because I feel like I'm having a pity party right now. Because I ruined my stamp. Oh, I came downstairs to apply for a job and they closed the link early. I am so sorry. Yes, it does. That's right. Gaz says they don't deserve you anyways. Okay. My pity potty. Pity potty. Which I gotta dry that now because I really hosed that down. These egg wed get oh, Pam. She wants to be number one. Girlfriend, you are number one in my book. So YouTube just got it wrong. Pam just wants to be number one. Oh, it's pink on top of Jenna. It's pink. It's pink. It's fabulous. Look how gorgeous it is. I wish you guys won't know. You can't know the solar sprays until you bring them home and use them. There it is. There it is. There's the little pink. You can see. Quit. But, yeah. So we sprayed the little pink in there. And we lost a little bit of detail. And that's okay, you guys. It's okay. Oh, look at how beautiful he is. Okay. You're incredible. Now, some of the reason we lost some of the detail is because we sprayed a wet liquid on top of the Simon Hurley inks, which are water reactive. And it's okay. We don't mind. We don't mind. I'm debating if I want to use the choppity thingy, which I think we will. We're going to get our baby choppers. The baby. And we're going to put that, we're going to see if that's even straight, because I don't even know. Just so you guys know, I'm using the shadow to kind of see if the space between like the eyes is even. So like that eye and that eye there, I'm just kind of eyeballing. I'm eyeballing the eyes. Oh, that's nice. And then we're going to just cut it to a point for our flag. Wait, no, if we do... I don't know. How do I want to do this? Nope. I missed it. It's alright. We're just going to take a little bit off at a time till I get it to where I want it. That's close enough. It's close enough. It looks better. Okay, and then we've got that. You're incredible. Look at me. I put a sentiment on it. Pam's crown. Yeah. Anna Moret, she's got the golden crown. That girl. She wasn't supposed to make any more donations. No more super chatties for Anna Moret. She spoiled me so much. You guys don't even know. Sunday I get to have my nails done because of Anna Moret. Janine blessed me with my watermelon nails, and Anna Moret is gonna, I don't know what kind of nails. I don't know what kind of nails I'm gonna get done on Sunday. I've been feeling that like bees, like that I want to do bees or something. So I'm not 100% sure because because of the wonderful things they do. Ink is stamped in black, right? Your Ink Credible is stamped in black. So I think we're going to pull in a black to pull in the black. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. So we're going to do that. Look it. We have so many shiny spots. We have shiny on that. We have shiny in the waves. We have shiny. It's already dry, guys. I know. It probably dried like 10 minutes ago. And I filled my glue bottles. You guys hung out with me while I did that. I filled them out, but it's not coming out. Come on now. Sure that's up. Yep. There's a lot of subtle detail in this because on the watercolor paper itself, it's not work. It's not Pam, she's just like my dear Pam. Throw some emojis in there. I don't know. Adelaide. Hello. Oh my gosh. What? What was I talking about? I don't even know. Oh, there's a lot of texture in here because we used our watercolor pencils and put some color in there. So the white areas aren't just white. We actually put some colory pencils in there. Watercolor pencils. These guys here. These guys here. We use some of those. So the texture is really nice in there. And it's not just plain Jane. And if Jane is hanging in there, I'm sorry. You're not plain. It's just the same. Okay. There's that guy, and there's that guy. I think we're going to start the tag off the side. I think that'll be fun. And then we're going to put that guy there. And these little guys are stamped on the leftover pieces that I had from the Simon Hurley smooth watercolor paper, 110 pound. So they're pretty substantial little dudes, little pieces. And then I'm gonna flip and paste. Streamlabs, just calm down. I forgot I put that one in there. Oh my gosh. Pam's a little angry or something. Where did these come from? That is so bizarre. Like, what the heck? Where did these come from? Like, they were sitting here. They were just sitting here, and I picked them up. But I cleaned my desk earlier. They weren't here. And one, if you see where my mouse is, I would have hit them. So, like, where did these come from? Did I pick them up from somewhere and move them and set them there? And my brain is like, I don't know. Like, where did those come from? Yeah, when I was working on Batman, but they weren't here. Like, because this stuff, like, I've been using my mouse. Like, I have to use my mouse to go over here and scroll, and they were, like, sitting right here. Like, where did they come from? That's so bizarre. Because I was coming over here to scroll. Wait, I had the same number of points as Gaz, and yet he was number 3. You were. You're robbed. Cheryl Jackson. Girlfriend. But how did they get in that particular spot at that particular moment? Like, where? And they should be over in their bin, because I put their bin away. Because they should have been in their bin. But there it is. You're incredible. You can use the fishies to make Christmas cards like I did. I turned our octopus. I made him a little Santa hat. Maybe you have a Santa hat and something else. And then I made red and green fish and red and green shells to play with that. And then I also... losing stuff. The stamp that we use today is called Salt Water. The one I ruined. This is Salt Water. It's intended to look like this. But, as you know, you can do whatever you want with your stamps. And if you turn it sideways, it kind of looks like seaweed. And for this one, the void areas... Nope, please come back. So, these void areas... I painted the Psyche and Viper in there. Okay. And then I stamped it in blue. To be these parts here. So, just so you know, you can stamp them like seaweed, or you can stamp it like it's actually supposed to be and be watery. But see these little voids right here? Those are what I painted in the green color to make it look like seaweed. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But, yeah, so those are some options. And like I said, you can turn them into Christmas. Jenna! Jenna! Who's getting that crab card? It's going into my store this weekend. Maybe. I don't know. I need to put it in the store. It's going to be for sale in my store. The Chat with Sassy shop, which has absolutely nothing in it right now. Because I'm a slacker. Don't come at me. I need to do some stuff. I need to put some cards in my shop. And I need to put my sisters, my daughter's keychains in there. She's got some great keychains. Thank you, Jana. Get a coffee, girl. Don't have to tell me twice. Don't have to twist my arm. I will go get a coffee. I'm going to need a coffee tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. I hope you all are safe out there on the 4th. We're going to be driving up to a little town by Erie. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to... I think I need to message Mary Alice the name of it. I can't remember the name. But, yeah. We're going to go out to... We're just going to drive around. You know, do things that are free. Like, look. sightseeing out there. It's a little town by Erie. You actually get to, the road goes right up by Erie, and then there's a little town that's like stuck in the past. It's like a little shops and things. And tomorrow there is no twitching Friday because it's the 4th of July and I won't be home in time to do it, because fireworks go off in the dark and I'm live in the dark, so there's none of that. So the next time I will be live will be Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, which I need to put that on the thing. It's the bonus live that all of my lovely gifters, financial gifters did. They got the well over five donation goal. So we have a live on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mary Alice, the one, not Sandusky, we've been there, but the one that I think it's further up, and you drive into it and it's like they have an arch that says welcome to, and then they have like a seaside shops, like there's little shops and little ice cream stuff, and my brain, I'm like, I can picture this. We drove through it. There was a lot of little shops, but some of them were closed, I feel like, for the season, or we just were there on a wrong day. But it almost is like a touristy town. And it's small. It's like just the strip. Just a strip of stuff. Because Sandusky is really big. And you and I have been there, but you had told me about a place, and we went and actually looked at a home over there. Midnight Sun? What? Pam says, I give up. I'm going back to my recliner and my iPad. A Midnight Sun. Okay, what is Midnight Sun? Where it's, I guess I'll have to Google what a Midnight Sun is, because Jana says we had that when we lived in Alaska. Interesting. Is it like when it's midnight and the sun is still out? And I thank you, Pam. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am going to have to go look up what a Midnight Sun is and the town that I'm... And then when I text you the town, you'll know. It's gonna bug me. I gotta go search this place that we're going. Thank you guys for where the sun does not set below the horizon in northern Norway during the summer months, creating bright nights. That's kind of cool. I want to go there. I want to go hang out with Anna Moret in Norway. I kind of do. I'm kind of nervous. I probably will never go because I don't travel well. Pam is sending air hugs to all that need them. May you feel all warm and fuzzy. I have a down in my mouth. Pam does that. What? crown in her mouth. She's got a crown on her tooth, is what she's got. You looked at home in Sandusky. I raised my kids there. I grew up in Hurley. It's another big word. Have a great... Oh, look. Crafts and Designs by Nima. Hello, hello, and goodbye. Thanks for popping in. I want to thank you all for coming, and we will see you next time, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here for a bonus live. And we will be doing boys and cats because that was a request by one of our financial supporters. So I want to thank you guys for that. You guys are fabulous. You guys don't even know. But I'm going to take up would boiling it be safer? Because my microwave is kind of having some issues. But yeah, this shouldn't happen. Like, this, I really messed up my stamp. I'm going to try and fix it, though. I'm going to try and fix it. You guys. I'm going to text Delise and be like, girl, tell me the instructions exactly. Tell me the instructions exactly. I got to put this thing back together. I broke it. Okay, goodbye. I'm leaving now. I gotta go. Or I'll chat with you guys all day long. Chat.